YouTube? Mark here with another fragrance review, this time on the Christian Dior house. Now this is going to be in the Dior Homme line, which is the sport fragrance. Now when I'm thinking sport fragrances, I'm thinking these things are, most of them are terrible. They just throw in some lemon water. That's what I think of sport fragrances, or they do a different take and add some lemon to it. So definitely not my favorite, definitely not the fragrance community's favorite fragrances. But Chanel, Dior make a higher tier sport fragrances. I think they're 3-4 steps ahead of the competition when I think sport fragrances. The Chanel Allure Sport and the Dior Homme Sport are both highly recommended from me. These, if I had to pick some, it would be those two would be in my top 3. Either one. You can rotate number 1, number 2 with those two. So let's get to it, guys. This is what I call a high-class sport fragrance. So if you are an executive, a CEO, and you're looking for, let's say you got one of those high-power fragrances for your winters and your falls when it's cooler, and you're looking for something in the summer that you can wear with your suit, this is not just for working out. This is not just for playing polo or tennis. You can definitely wear this with a power suit in the spring or in the summer. So the bottle itself, guys, is really, my camera does not do justice to this bottle. It's got a little bit of weight to it. Details all over the place. The sprayer, one of the best sprayers if you own this bottle, spray this and spray another kind, and you'll see that this sprayer sprays like a madman. Anyway, so that's why you got to be kind of gentle on the trigger with this one, because it sprays a lot. The box itself, just in case anybody's looking around at fragrances, and this might be fake, so I'm just going to show you guys the bottle and the box. Now, bottle sizes with this fragrance, we're looking at the standards, 1.7, 3.4. You'd be looking at around $50 to $80 American, so it's a little pricier than your normal fragrance, so you do have to pay a little more to get quality. Now, this one hit the shelves in 2008. So it's been around only 2 years, so it's a fairly new fragrance, so I would totally recommend this as a sport fragrance. Not too many people might have it. Now, group aromatic woody. It's kind of different from any other sport fragrances. When you think aromatic, you're thinking summer, spring. When you think woody, you're thinking fall and winter. This one is definitely one that I could see myself wearing 3 seasons full. You can wear in fall, spring, and summer. Now, the perfumier is François Dimachy. Now, François has done Acqua di Parma, Colonia Intensa, and Fahrenheit 32 to give you a little bit of his resume. Recommended age for myself, I would say the recommended age for this fragrance would be around in your mid-20s right up to your 50s. Anybody in the middle of those two can pull this off. I really, when I picture this fragrance, I picture it on a young professional. Now, how many sprays and wear? I go 1 on the chest, 2 on the neck, and usually with sport fragrances you can go 4 or 5 sprays, but this one, it sprays a lot, so careful with the sprayer. I go 3 and I'm good to go. Notes, let's take a look at the notes. The top notes, grapefruit, bergamot, lemon, and resin. Now, middle notes, we got some vetiver, some Virginia cedar, and some ginger. And the base, we have sandalwood, rosemary, and lavender. Now, in what I would describe this fragrance, right off the bat, it opens up with a bright citrus, a very bright citrus. Orangey, you could say, but really it's a citrus blast which lingers on right into the heart. You're going to see that this is probably one of the citruses that actually stays throughout the fragrance, which is very, very nice. In the heart, then we meet that barbershop lavender note with a hint of vanilla and rosemary, not too much. Then we meet that overall ginger note, which is basically what this fragrance is about. Now, the base includes, again, the ginger stays in the base, and it finishes off with the cedar and the vetiver that I actually did not detect in the heart. I believe the heart really has that citrus and that ginger, they just mix together, and anything else is really in the background, and you really are hard-pressed to find them. But once it dries down a little bit, the citrus is going away, then you can really find that cedar, the vetiver notes, those woody notes, but the ginger is obviously still there. So you really get a steady ginger fragrance from top to bottom with this fragrance. It's very uncomplicated. It's composed around the ginger, of course, It has nothing really related to the original Dior Homme. Maybe a little hint of powder in the dry down where you get from Dior Homme. Of course, that little makeup note that you get from the Dior Homme. You get this in the lavender a little bit, but I wouldn't say it's a exact blueprint. Now this fragrance can simply be stated as a citrus meets the ginger. These are two beasts that are hanging around in this fragrance the whole time. And sport fragrances, in my eyes, usually have a bad rap. In my eyes and in the fragrance community, not too many people think highly of these fragrances. When you're thinking classics, you don't think of any sport fragrances. And usually they really smell all the same, citrus, 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 and it's not really a good citrus. This one kind of changes the game. Dior did very, very well with this fragrance. Now, this is a great, fresh, clean scent. It's very simple. Why would you hate this fragrance? Too linear. You just get ginger and citrus in it, so not too much going on. It's definitely a different blueprint than your original citrus, so if you're used to that, you might not like the ginger which meets the citrus, so that's why you would hate this fragrance. Style, very casual, very modern actually. Bottles, both Chanel Allures, the Sport with the grapefruit and the Allure Edition Blanche with the lemon. Definitely the citrus. This one and Edition Blanche would go head to head as the best citruses that I've tried. Now, buy, try, or pass. This fragrance is a definite buy if you're looking into sport fragrances. It's 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of the competition. I would recommend to look into Dior and the Chanel House 4 sport fragrance or a summer fragrance. Very high class, very well done. When I close my eyes, what do I think when I am wearing this fragrance? Well, when I close my eyes and I'm wearing this fragrance, I totally feel that I'm transplanted right into a lemon tree farm. There's lemon trees as far as you can see, and I'm just walking down, and let's say summer cut. So it's almost like it's raining lemons and lemon juice all over the place, and it's a hot summer day and lemon juice is all over the place, and you got the trees. It's definitely what I think about when I think about this fragrance. One word to describe this fragrance, I gotta say it, guys: lemon. That's all it is. It's awesome. Definitely an original lemon, like fresh squeezed. It's very hard to replicate, but Dior has done it. So guys, definite buy from me. So let's take a look at how I rated Dior against any other fragrance. Against any other sport fragrance, this would get a 10 across the board. But with my rating system, it's not against all other sport fragrances, but it's against all other fragrances. And my next review, I'm going to let you guys know a little hint on what I'm doing next. It's going to be a Calvin Klein fragrance. It's actually the Eternity Summer fragrance. Since summer is around the corner, I'm going to pop a few of these in against my regular reviews and let you guys know what's out there for summer. So let's get to it. Let's rate Dior Homme Sport. Highly recommended fragrance from me. Alright guys, let's rate Dior Homme Sport. First of all, longevity gets an 8 out of 10. Gives me 6 to 8 hours every single time. Projection, 8 out of 10. Great right off the bat. It projects like a beast, but then it sticks to the skin later on. Great for a daily fragrance. Versatility, 9 out of 10. It gets really good marks for that. Why? It's good for summer, spring, fall. Everyday, daily wear fragrance in the office, vacation. If you're doing sports during the day, why not? Overall smell, 9 out of 10. This is one of the best lemons I've ever smelt in my life. And overall, guys, out of 10, it gets 8 bottles out of 10. It is a very, very good fragrance.